y'all to the Dumont. Welcome to Simply MJAD. We're here to have conversation at Roots Collective. And we have an amazing person, Omar Desiree, that's going to share what happens here in this amazing place that he and his partner has created. And that's going to educate us about a few things that we have not, we're not clear of. And that, it may be one of the best little secrets that you're driving around town, especially for those of you who live here in Miami, and South Beach and wherever you are, and South Florida, and have yet to discover, because I discovered them on the internet while I was reading. Welcome to the show, Omar.
Thank you, MJAD.
How are
nice
you?
to meet you. I'm doing well, thank you. Thank you very much.
First of all, how's the family?
The family's doing well. The family's doing well. I know you know my mother.
Yeah, your favorite mom,
Yeah.
Marlene Basset.
Yeah, definitely.
One of my favorite girls.
Awesome,
Yeah.
she's an amazing woman.
She rocks.
Yeah.
Your mom rocks.
Yeah. I'm proud to be, her son.
Yeah, she's proud of her voice as well.
I know.
Yeah. Fall into your own footsteps, huh?
Yeah, of course. I mean, I think it's very important as youth to really understand the legacies that are being brought down to us. Really pay attention to the elders. And I take pride in really making sure that I uphold those values, those same values that she instilled in me, and bring it forth in my lifetime. However I want to create and manifest it.
Mm-hmm.
So it may not be the same as her, but with the same spirit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like, the base and you add everything else, like you continue to build on that base.
Exactly.
Okay, can you tell us, what Root Collective is?
Okay, Roots Collective is basically a group of young activists from all over Miami. I believe we're from Miami Gardens, Liberty City, Overtown, Little Haiti, North Miami Beach. We each individually started off doing a lot of different things in our own communities, our own respective communities.
Wow.
And so we met up with each other one day and we realized, we are very like-minded in the way that we want to see the progression of our people, especially here in Miami. And we felt that it is our duty, coming from where we come from and understanding what we understand, to connect, really, really connect with our people in a special way. I would say a more intimate way. I think that's very important. A lot of times when people are working in activism and organizing, sometimes it get the relationships aren't developed in a way where the people can really, really resonate with you, as if to say, we feel your love.
Thinking like you're a rebel.
Exactly. So we want them to know, listen, we come from you, we come from you and we appreciate you. And this is how we feel we can kind of better ourselves, and we do it, everything that we do with love. So we came together, and I guess it was like a year or two ago, and we started throwing events in the community. We did a couple of multicultural events where we kind of bridged the gap between the Caribbean, African American, Latino community, just showing the similarities as people of color. And to kind of like bridge eliminate the boundaries, because Miami's a little bit sectioned out with our, your respective communities. Yes. So we wanted to say, with everything that's going on right now, it's very important for us to really come together as a whole, look past our differences. And one of the ways we did it was just to throw a multicultural event. Everything was free to the people. It was just a nice, wholesome event for families to come and just experience something new.
What I'm hearing from you is like we received the blessing from the elders, who are still here,
yes,
who has given you,
yes,
and you guys take that blessing into spreading it,
and we just spread
and adding whatever that you guys are learning.
100%.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yes.
Wow. Yeah. You have labeled yourselves revolutionaries. Can you elaborate on that?
Yeah, I believe our ultimate vision is to see freedom for our people. I think it's very apparent that we are still in trying times as people of color. And very much so enslaved in the way that the system attacks our bodies as people.
Enslaving ourselves,
And also enslaving
we're no longer in
ourselves.
chains, but we are
That's true.
enslaving ourselves.
I believe, I remember a quote a friend of mine, actually a good brother of mine, said, he said, we are still feeling the whips and the lashes on our backs. As people of color, we are still feeling those whips and lashes on our backs of generations and generations of that. are still resonating deep within us. And what we want to do is we want to eliminate that, because that's where the self-hate comes from, and then that's where we kind of allow ourselves to accept the conditions that we are being put under. But I think now it's a very good time, because a lot of people are waking up. A lot of people are trying their best to heal in our community, and they're doing it with love, and they're saying, you know what, we are a collective of individuals. This is not just about, you know, people of color, but about humanity as a whole that we need to look at. And so, yeah.
Okay, label, you know, revolutionary people, the first thing that comes to mind, most people think is people running around, you know, attacking, you know, that's what folks think, you know, a lot, and that's why, you know, I actually to clarify that.
Well, okay. So we definitely know our history. We look up to the greats, African greats that did amazing things like Sankara, Malcolm X, Marcus Garvey.
Tell me about Sankara.
Sankara, he is I believe he was out of, what's it called, Burkina Faso. All right, it's a small little country in Africa that he actually liberated, and he was basically revolutionizing the way that people do there. I think it was back in the 60s. I gotta get my dates right.
Okay.
But what was so significant about him was he also embodied the feminist spirit in it as well.
By the way, I just didn't think that someone your age knew about him. That's why, because not much has been revealed about him.
Oh,
you know?
he's one of the best kept secrets.
Yeah, that's why I picked him.
Yeah, and my brother, and this alludes to how amazing my mother is.
Yeah.
My brother was named after him.
Really?
Yeah, his name is Akim Sankara.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, leave it to Miss Molly, but keep on the legacy going.
100%.
Yeah. So, what is one pro people propaganda? What does that?
Say it again.
People. It's pro people propaganda.
Pro people propaganda. It's basically, as we see propaganda today, it's used to divide. And what we're trying to do is say, no, let's come together. Let's use the propaganda to come together. And our propaganda is our dignity, our black dignity, right? So, Roots
Your
Collective.
authentic self.
Yes,
Wow.
exactly. You know, I believe there's a new Star Wars movie coming out, and the main character is played by a British African. I forget what his name is, but I remember they were attacking the movie because, you know, he is black and he's playing in the movie.
And he's British, perhaps with an accent.
And he's British. He has an accent, and he said something really spectacular along the lines of, "I do not feel threatened by the attacks. I don't even see them. I'm a proud black man. I'm a proud chocolate black." He used the word chocolate black man.
Ladies.
You know, we're talking about confidence,
Yes,
self-confidence, and I think this is
Self-worth.
something and self-worth.
Yeah.
I feel that this is something that we've failed to really bring about in ourselves, but we are now coming along and seeing that, and it's a beautiful thing. And this is what we want to do with our clothing line. So we have a part of Roots Collective, which is clothing, Roots Clothing, and we do that. That's what we do. We bring back black dignity, pro-black, melanin, power to the people, all of that. So.
By the way, I love your hair.
Thank you very much.
We're going to take a short break, Omar. We'll be back. We'll be right back to continue our wonderful conversation with Mr. Omar. That's it right now. Welcome back to Simply MJAD. We're still here, still standing, and enjoying our wonderful conversation with Mr. Omar this year. And I think we sort of touched the subject of being activism, you know.
Yeah, revolutionaries.
Yeah, tell us about that.
Sure. So as I was saying before, actually really what I wanted to say was to allude to the idea that right now with social media, with, you know, our culture as in people of color's culture being in the forefront of entertainment, what we wanted to do, what our vision was, to utilize everything that we see here, that we have, that we've manifested, and create a cultural and social and consciousness revolution, right? So the idea is to embody the culture completely around black dignity. So everything that we wear is to the time, to this moment, just as if we look at the Black Panthers at that moment, they created a style that was contemporary for that time, right?
Well, my
And
daughter,
they pushed that out.
she loves that.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
She asked me today, are we going to interview the because I said no, because that's not what we're doing. Tell me
How
about
old
what
is your daughter?
she's 21.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's right down to earth,
That's
earthy
beautiful.
girl, skateboarder.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
she
yeah.
skateboards, she flies in the airland, and she's also a film major
Yes.
and minor in engineering.
Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, so tell me about what you see. How do you feel? Your view, I hear a lot of, women today are talking.
Mm-hmm.
By the way, today I am sporting a wig. I was not ready for my twist out, or we would have matched. How do you feel with the awakening of young women these days are saying we're going natural? We're going natural. And a lot of them, I don't, I'm not here to judge, but I think they think it's a style or a trend. What can you shed, when it comes to just be proud, because that's where you originated from anyway. This is not new.
That's true. And sometimes when we think about it being a style or a trend, I don't get mad at it. Because honestly, once it becomes a style and a trend, and then they start doing their research, well, now if I'm natural, if I'm following up with the natural styles, what can I do, this and a third? They're going to come upon some information historically that can tie themselves to some kind of identity.
I cannot even stop bleaching my skin
You know what I mean?
Enjoy this amazing complexion.
And that's what we're trying to get to, right? Just bringing that dignity back and saying that black is beautiful.
So it doesn't matter as long as you step in the door.
Once you step in the door,
you can't
everything
go back.
will come through you.
Yeah.
I mean, that's how energy works.
Yes.
Right?
Exactly.
Once you open up to that energy and you're following through that truth, it'll all come to you in waves. It's like a snowball effect.
I have conversation with many. I let them know the oils they can use to assist them with their hair.
And I believe sometimes, even when going natural, there are certain styles that are protected, right? So you may want to have something on your hair to protect the style. I mean, look, like I said, I feel like a lot more sisters are really truly in tune with their hair and what they like and how they view themselves, their self-image. And we just need to embrace that however it comes.
Yeah, I want you to watch one of my shows when my hair was really short.
Oh, yeah?
Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment.
Yeah, sure.
Just let me know what you think. Yeah, well, I own it. I've been on it all part of my life. When I was in high school, nobody was doing natural hair, but that's all I know. It's like I figure if I'm blessed to be born with it, so it belongs with me.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with my hair because, usually, and sometimes, culturally, people kind of hold to certain things like, you should have your hair cut nice and neat and this, that, and the third. But also, when I stepped into how I really envisioned myself as a person of color, I made the choice for myself to manifest myself the way I want to. And so, how you see me is me in my full life and my truth. So.
Yeah, okay. Your focus is mainly pro-black, although you offer some Frida Kahlo pieces. Do you have plans to include a more global appeal? Which way I think we kind of touched that subject because you're talking about a unity to unify everyone.
I think it starts for us to really touch others. It does start with ourselves. We're talking about respect now, right? Yeah. Because there's levels of it, right? And if we can start to respect ourselves enough to see the humanity within ourselves, that's very important. Yeah. Then we can kind of look out to say, okay, yes, other people of color, and then really all of humanity. I mean, I think we all have a problem, and they're set in different sides of the spectrum, but we all have problems, and how do we eliminate, how do we kind of interact with each other to kind of make
and support one another.
And support one another, and accept that support. Because I think we as people of color have always been supportive. We've always been giving of ourselves. If we think about integration, you know what I mean, in schools and this and that, we decided we didn't want segregation, so we were going to say yes to integration. But that was us saying, you know what, we love ourselves, but we love you too.
Let's connect.
Let's connect. Let's build. Let's show you that we are human beings as well, and we have a lot more in common than different.
Yeah, your mom and I, we had an amazing conversation regarding the chasseurs, those soldiers, Haitian soldiers who fought in the war
Yes.
in Savannah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how we
Yes.
were there, we've been here.
Yeah, and a lot of people don't know about
They
that.
don't have an idea.
Haitian
Oh, everybody will be speaking with a British accent, which isn't bad, but, that's what would happen.
Yeah,
So
most
we said,
definitely.
we have to give presence to that.
We have to just really, really, I think, tap into what it is and who it is that we are truly. And I think now's the time with everything that's going on. I think if you pay attention to social media, it's all over the place, little bits and pieces that people are just gravitating to and saying, you know what, this is what it means. This is what it means. And yeah, it's an exciting time for us.
The time is now.
It's now. That's what I'm saying.
And I about global change, climate, people talk about that a lot now. They're realizing what's going on. But I said, there's still something we can do about it, because I think a lot of people are just talking about it to profit from their talk.
Yes.
And they're not actually doing the work.
Yes.
So I'm saying that the time is now. We can still do something.
But I mean, take a look at when Fight for 15, for instance, right, which affects mostly people of color globally, the low rate of minimum wage, right? That was a worldwide global movement. People all across the world were saying, yeah, Fight for 15. Across the globe, people are suffering. And it doesn't really talk about, it does allude to the color, because we as people of color have always been on the bottom spectrum. But now we're talking about, no, this is inhumane. We're talking about human rights now. And it's a beautiful thing. Even when Mike Brown was there was a global upheaval.
Yes, it was. It was all kind of people that stood up. It wasn't just
All
black
types of
people.
all across the world. People are starting to really understand that, this isn't the way
This is
for
about
us to live.
us, And I say something, I sound pretty harsh, and I said that if a bomb is dropped to destroy human beings, we're all going down. Nobody's
going
dead.
down. Nobody's mistake.
Yeah. So you gotta think about that. What do we do to keep one another alive?
Exactly.
That's
Exactly.
That's the plan.
Exactly.
Yeah. So my conversation with you can flow all day.
Oh, yeah.
You're like a cool river in the West Indies. Yeah. And now this time I like to, what can you say to, I know you're young yourself, but your peers out there, what can they do? And so, a lot of people think that they got something big, something huge, something pow, something with 15 cameras, What can they do?
I would say, as far as like going after what you want to do.
Yeah, what you want to do, and then to assist the world as you're doing.
And to assist the world.
Yeah, like
okay.
I believe you're doing it.
First and foremost, just be yourself. Most importantly, be yourself. Allow yourself to think, for yourself, and really take a look at the bigger picture, and allow yourself to really find your truth. What feeds you, what you see is going on is resonating in you. But sometimes we want to kind of go with the status quo, go with the flow, and we're not allowed to really manifest our own truths and say, if we wanted to stand up today, even if we were the only ones standing up, we can stand up, right? So be yourself and understand that you have the power to manifest that. You are a very powerful being.
Be yourself. Everyone else is taken.
Yeah. After that, once you're being yourself and you're following your truth, anything that you want to do will manifest. Anything is possible.
Wow. And what you said sums it up, because sitting here with you having a conversation, possibilities are limitless. Because here you are, you're taking a stand for your world, 100%. Not just for yourself, your brothers, sisters, just everyone globally.
Yes.
And when people hear the word activist, they think there's separation. But you're here today, and that's why I had to conversation.
Right, they feel like they can't connect with that.
Yeah.
What we're saying.
Contrary, that you do. We're here to connect.
Exactly.
You are here to connect.
Yes.
To open, the door is open. Come on in.
We're here in Little Haiti right now.
Yeah.
Little Haiti,
It's
very
beautiful. Love it.
What I mean? You can feel this. You can feel the
Oh, the
spirit
vibe
of
is
people.
amazing. The people. I had some food at Chef Creole.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
Chef Creole is really
I gotta
good.
get Ken.
And there's so many, and then that's the thing.
Across
Everybody
the
has
street
their
for
own
patties.
different things, and they're all different, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Gotta have the lemonade. Gotta have the patties.
Lemonade,
I can't come down here now.
Juice.
Man,
Come
let's
on,
not
man,
talk
make
food
some
right
really-
now.
alright,
Let's
cool.
not talk food right now.
I just ate some really good food too.
Wow.
I had some oxtail, some Haitian oxtail, so it was really good. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for having a
Thank you.
conversation with you. I'm going to
Thank
read
you.
this quote, and perhaps you will connect with it.
Yeah.
It is when the power of love overcomes the love of the power, the world will know peace.
When the power of love overcomes.
When the power of love overcomes the love of power, the world will know peace.
Yes.
Mr. Jimi Hendrix.
Jimi Hendrix.
Good
One of my
guy.
favorites.
You might be him as well.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Yeah, it was a good looking guy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. I think one of my favorite songs by him is "Bold as Love." And think of a title like that, "Bold as Love." Love is bold. Love is violent.
Wow, I'm gonna play that. I haven't heard that in a while.
It's a very good one.
I'm gonna play that when I get home.
Yeah, you should.
One of the things that I have a picture of him, and I need you, just visit our website.
Yeah.
There's a tea room I created, and this room here remind me of it all, where different people drinking tea. So if you ever drink tea, please send me a picture.
Yeah, I love tea.
Yeah,
sure.
and I think that photograph was taken like a day or two before he passed away.
Wow.
He was having tea, his guitar next to him.
I would love to see that
Yeah.
picture. Sure.
It's on the website.
Okay, I'm gonna check
Thank
it
you,
out.
Omar. I want a
Yes.
hug. I
Yeah,
want a
for
hug.
sure.
Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Thank you. I want to thank Omar here with Roots Collective, and please continue to support them. The work is amazing. The youth, I can't say enough about the youth.
Thank you.
I know everyone say that, but the youth is here, is now. And they're the one that when we're 70, 75 years old, or young, as I love to say, we're going to have to count on them, because they're creating now different. And they don't have our support. We really can't blame them and say, what did they do? Because, people in 30s, 40s, I always say 50s, 60s, I'm not pointing anything, but, sometimes we did create a mess, I'm going to have to say. They're not here to clean up the entire mess. They're just here to give their all and their best as they continue to be themselves. As Omar said, be yourself. Love yourself. Self-worth. That's his message. And please check out, we're going to post their website where either you guys can support them financially with your time, connect them, and goodness, and we would really, really appreciate that. Thank you for watching Simply MJAD. Have an amazing day. Cheers. Take care. Which is coming from Roots Collection. It was great, amazing. Please go to YouTube, subscribe, Simply MJAD, and MJAD Global Inc. And let's do this, all right? Roots Collective, yeah!